The school boards and the teachers have until May 13th to vote on the new agreement. Until then, the Calgary Catholic School District says they will continue to engage in conversations. For State Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kenischuk. Parents can voice their concerns, and the school boards will present their priority lists, but ultimately it is up to the province to decide where the new schools will be built. For State Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kenischuk. No matter what challenges the athletes may face, Canadian ski jumpers are proving they have the drive, talent, and dedication to leap for gold at the 2014 Winter Olympics. For State Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kenischuk. The official grand opening of the Artisan Gardens will take place Sunday, June 23rd. It will be a celebration of the First Nations people's contributions to the history of Fish Creek Valley. For State Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kenischuk. The Alberta IBD Consortium has opened a new clinic at the Foothills Medical Centre to help women with inflammatory bowel disease have a safe and healthy pregnancy. IBD includes Crohn's and ulcerative colitis and is an autoimmune disease where the body's own defenses attack the digestive system. This greatly decreases the amount of nutrients that the body can absorb. When a woman with this disease becomes pregnant, problems to the developing fetus can happen.
The main concern is that if a mother has a flare during her pregnancy, that there may be a risk of premature delivery and its associated complications such as low birth weight, the need for neonatal intensive care for the child.
Crystal was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2010. She has controlled her IBD with surgery and medications. Her GI referred her to the clinic when she was thinking about starting a family.
We've talked about the risks kind of with pregnancy and IBD and kind of what can happen throughout the pregnancy, but I think that the biggest thing was going into it with your disease well managed before you even think about getting pregnant.
Canada has one of the highest incidences of IBD, affecting approximately 170,000 Canadians, and most often it occurs before the age of 30. The clinic was developed by two physicians in order to start the first Canadian study to explore how IBD affects mothers and babies' health during pregnancy. With their expertise, they offer advice, counseling, and specialized care.
The main counseling that we do in our clinic is to reassure mothers that the medications can be used safely, and how we monitor the medications and their potential side effects during the pregnancy, and how we can modify dosing so that it has the best all-around effect for both mother and child.
The results from the study will help doctors better understand the causes of this debilitating disease. For State Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kenischuk. What started out as sheer determination to lose those extra few pounds gave way to a stagnant life sitting at a desk in front of the computer. So how can SAIT help students get back on track and keep fit while being on top of their studies? Getting your heart rate up in the Wellness Center's workout room is a great place to start. They have a fully stocked weight room with lots of cardio equipment. It's great for those who are driven and know what to do. But what if you need a little extra push to get your fitness regime started?
We do have a personal trainer that will give out sessions as well, either 6 sessions, 10 sessions, 12 sessions of time where they'll spend one-on-one time with you going through the exercises, making sure you're doing everything correctly.
Not everyone is into hitting the gym. Other students choose to work out by playing squash or doing laps in the saltwater pool.
It's easy on the joints. Right now I'm recovering from a hockey injury, so for that purpose I can't really work in the gym with a lot of weights, that sort of thing, so swimming is a nice easy exercise for all the muscles.
Allowing a bit of time for fitness is also a good way to clear your mind so you can focus on your studies.
It kicks my energy levels up, so when I hit class at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, I feel refreshed, I feel wide awake, and it helps me concentrate throughout the day for sure.
Spending a little time in the hot tub doesn't hurt either.
Getting in the hot water just kind of loosens everything up, gets the blood flowing, and cranks up the endorphins too.
The numbers of students going to the gym this January has already exceeded last year by 5%. With the new buildings on campus, the facility is not quite big enough to deal with the number of students. Although nothing is official, renovations to improve the weight room, change rooms, and access to the facility could start as early as May 1st. For State Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kenischuk.
Okay, guys.
Premier Alison Redford got a warm welcome from the students of Ted Henderson School in Taradale today. Premier Redford took the opportunity to announce the province and the Alberta Teachers Association have come to a 4-year labor agreement with Alberta's public teachers.
After more than 2 years of negotiations, we have reached a deal that puts students first while meeting our fiscal goals and recognizing the excellent and the vital work that is done by teachers in preparing our kids for the future.
The deal will see the salary grid for Alberta teachers frozen for 3 years. There will be a 2% increase in 2015 and a one-time lump sum payment in that same year. Alberta Education says it will study teachers' workloads to see what can be improved.
This deal also brings in thresholds with respect to instructional hours for teachers and decreases that over time so that teachers can have time to prepare and work on collaboration and the other important things that they need to work on.
If the teachers accept the deal, it will mean labor peace for the next few years.
Alberta Teachers Association are pleased to go ahead with this offer from the government. We have what we know this will address is stability, not just for government, but for teachers, for parents, and mostly for students.
The Alberta Teachers Association is recommending this 4-year agreement to its 40,000 Alberta teachers who will now vote on the new contract. For SAIT Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kinischuk. After 7 years of fundraising, SAIT has announced it received its final contribution toward the Promising Futures campaign. Its goal was to raise $100 million, but it exceeded that by more than $16 million. The donation that tipped them over the top was from SAIT alumni-led CEDA International.
Through their generous contribution of $500,000, it will support a number of initiatives, particularly in the area of safety within the School of Manufacturing and Automation.
What this brings to those areas is not just new buildings, but the ability for the students to learn on the best possible equipment, as well as receive scholarships to help them succeed. The Promising Futures campaign began in October of 2009, led by SAIT alumni Keith McPhail, with the purpose of building the Trades and Technology Complex. Now that the complex is complete, an additional 8,100 students can be accepted into the schools of energy, construction, manufacturing, and automation. For SAIT Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kinischuk. For the homeowners of this quiet neighborhood of Douglas Bank Bay Southeast, it wasn't any ordinary garbage day. They were awakened at about 1 in the morning to the notice of a possible dangerous situation. Natural gas could be smelled in the area, a sign there may be a broken pipe under the street. If not taken care of quickly, it could have devastating circumstances.
The problem with broken lines under the surface is that natural gas can actually migrate through old trenches, through gravel and whatnot. So it can wind up in other homes.
Fortunately, the winds were mild and crews were able to locate the broken gas line under the main road.
We tracked it down to a broken pipe that was under street level, called in ATCO Gas, and evacuated 2 homes as a result.
For a homeowner lucky enough not to be evacuated, it was an unsettling experience.
It was a little scary, just not sure what's happening 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when you have flashlights coming in the windows and they're ringing the doorbell just to come see what's going on.
City Transit provided a bus for the residents to stay warm while crews checked gas levels in the homes. Repairs are still being done, but once it is deemed safe, evacuated residents can return to their homes. Residents of the 2 evacuated homes weren't available for comment, but fortunately, the leak was caught before any further damage could be done. For SAIT Newsfile, I'm Shelley Kinischuk.